Well, I don't remember the exact day, but I know it's pretty soon we're going to be going off of daylight savings time. And that will mean that in the morning at this time, although it'll be, I guess, an hour later, it'll be a little brighter in the morning, but only for a little while. It's hard to believe that at 7:12 at Christmas time, in all likelihood, all of these screens here are going to be still in night vision. It'll just be black and white, and it won't see very much green, I'm afraid. We'll probably see a lot of black and white. And then when the night vision kicks off, it'll be just white. Anyway, it appears that our sunrise this morning is, there might be something there. It's going to come up over the railing of the bridge in probably about 10 minutes. It's getting later and later each morning, and it's moving more and more to the south or to the right. Eventually, we're going to have to, if we want to catch the sunrise, we're going to have to swing the camera to the right quite a bit. But that's the way it goes. Right now, we're at the place where the change happens noticeably every day. Anyway, we've got to try and work on step 63 today. We're all done with our Tamiya electric drill, and if you remember, we concluded that by drilling out the chuck, these things work perfectly. Oh, I forgot to take the collars off. Well, I'll do that, but don't worry, I'll do it off camera. Let's get on with this here. Okay, I wet my whistle. And that's starting to happen lately. I'm starting to whistle when I speak, as well as click. I don't know, I just can't seem to do anything about it. Now, we are going to be making boats 14, 15, and 16 here. And may as well start with 14. And because we are making two number 14s, we need two of each one of these pieces of PE. And because I don't want them to move when I use the macro lens, now you just knew that was coming, right? Okay, we'll just sort of tape it down here a little bit. This just sort of helps keep it from sliding. That way when I'm working on it here, it doesn't move out of the field of view. Okay, let's recompose and see what we can do. Now, it very seldom happens that I need two different pieces of photo etch that are completely different, and they're right side by side. We need two number 22s here and two number 30s. Now, I might have to get my hand in your way here. Let's see here, I gotta come in like this. Did I get that one? Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, well, at least it didn't go very far. Doesn't seem to be cutting very good. There, we got it. Okay, so that's our two number 22s. Now, number 30 Maybe I didn't tape this down very good. Hold it like this. Now I'm going to block you here. Sorry about that. Maybe if I hold the cutter at a shallow angle, I'm not going to block you. As I've mentioned before, seeing if I can video this process is probably more than half the fun for me. Alright, now these should be loose. Yeah, there we go. Now you know I've got to give you perspective here. Now I thought as long as I'm nipping off photo etch pieces, I may as well do all of the boats. In other words, step 64 and 65 as well. This is step 65. We're up to boat number 20. It's the one that has the two shafts. And I just noticed that the propellers are different numbers. Now I can understand why that is. It's because they would not rotate in the same direction. One would rotate in and the other would rotate out. It would just be just a little bit more efficient. Anyway, I thought, well, that's odd, because couldn't you just, I realize you're going to have to get the pitch correct. One is going to have to be bent one way and the other is going to have to be bent the other way, for right hand and left hand rotation. But I thought, couldn't you just flip the propeller over and bend it the other way? Wouldn't it have the same effect? But maybe not. So anyway, I guess when it comes to, I better keep these separate, in other words. So okay, I've gone to the extra work, you might say, of making a couple of little containers. One says 26, and the other says 29. Now, here's number 26, and here's number 29. Now, I am sorry, Trumpeter, but I am not seeing any difference in the way these are made. I had have thought that, if one was sort of like this, and the other one, it had the blades going the other way, if you know what I mean. But they're not. They're identical. The only thing I can think of is that Trumpeter wanted to draw your attention to the fact that, one should be bent one way and the other the other, and then stick it on the shaft. And I guess anybody who's a bit of a rivet counter is going to want to make sure they get it so that, that they turn in or they turn out. Anyway, notice we got more angle brackets. I thought we were done with these sort of things. Now, we have had birds coming and going on the bird feeder all morning. Yeah, that's really nice to see. Finally, as I said in a little short video I made yesterday. Now, before we can go any further here, in other words, to fasten the upper part of these boats to the hull, they have to be painted, because I want this part painted a different color from the hull, and I'm not sure what color we have to paint everything to get it reasonably believable. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to check and see what did Steve in the model shed do on his boats. I should remember, but I don't. I did see it. I think it was white, wasn't it? Or some kind of off-white, or anyway, we'll check it out. Now, a moment ago, I was looking at the D sprue here. And I was thinking, well, I don't want to throw that out because there's a couple of little pieces on here somewhere. And I'm kind of looking around, where's the little pieces? And then I remembered, oh yeah, it was the two little propeller shafts. I believe they were right here. Anyway, we got them. They were for boat number 20. So we got another piece I can hang up on the wall or cut up for our sprue pin. But anyway, I'm going to go and check and see what did Steve do, and I'll get back to you. Now, Steve, I realize that it's not too likely you're going to be seeing this, but if you are, I hope you don't mind that I'm referring to you like this. Yeah, but if anybody's going to be correct, you are. So, yeah, you're sort of becoming the benchmark, you might say, at least in my books. So, anyway, I can see, though, that because your boats are so much more detailed than mine will be, they're not going to look the same. But I'm just sort of going for the basic color here. And I can see that some of the hulls look white and some of them look sort of gray. And maybe I'm just going to go with white hulls and deck tan on the top. I don't know. Anyway, whatever's going to be is going to be, I guess. In the meantime, thanks, Steve. Okay, you're going to notice that our screen here looks different. Well, that's because I was just in the computer room, you might say, and I was backing up the sunrise. I suddenly realized I haven't done anything with it. Now, at this moment, my spray booth is underneath the model table. And I've got to make room over here and get it up on the table and set up to spray, because that's pretty much the next step here. Can't do anything with these things until the hulls and the everything is painted. So I'm going to set up and do that. And as far as the sunrise goes, I don't have time to turn it into time lapse, but maybe I can take little segments and make little 5-second segments. Right now I'm copying about an hour of it, and yeah, it's put it into 7 separate files here, but that's okay. We'll do what we can do. Well, here is the sunrise, and it runs for approximately 3 minutes. Yeah, well, there's some pretty nice, if you like watching geese flying over and stuff like that, I should explain, you're going to see geese or ducks or something flying over. I believe it was geese, and just on the other side of that bridge, probably about, I'm guessing a couple of 100 yards, there's sort of a man-made lake. And the geese like to sort of sit there and wait for the, I guess, for the sunrise, and then they take off and they head for the marsh, which is a little bit further north. There's a well-known marsh just north of Winnipeg. It's called Oak Hammock Marsh. And yeah, it's sort of a bird sanctuary. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.